courage, resilience, and more determination to dismantle terrorist networks, defeat insurgency, banditry, and all other forms of crimes and criminalities in their respective areas of operational responsibilities. During the week, they carried out several offensive operations ranging from raids, ambushes, fighting patrols, and other covert operations with resounding successes. The air component also carried out several air support, air recce, and air interdiction missions during which several Boko Haram as well as JAS and SWAP terrorists were eliminated and their camps destroyed. It is also gratifying to inform you that the terrorists' will to fight has been shattered as many of their strategic commanders have been eliminated during the past 2 months. As such, their capacity to launch coordinated attacks has significantly been degraded as few of their surviving commanders are on their own. This majorly accounts for the confusion within their camps and their resort to isolated attacks on soft targets and civilians. They have also employed the use of improvised explosive devices against our troops. Senior officers, gentlemen of the press, no doubt that the renewed effort of our gallant troops since the beginning of the wet season has improved the general security situations in the country and paved the way for our farmers to fully engage in farming activities. In this regard, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gobi Musa, OFR, has directed all force commanders to sustain the tempo until terrorism, insurgency, banditry, and all other forms of threats to lives, property, and socio-economic activities are defeated. This brief will therefore highlight the successes of the operational activities of Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Harinkai, Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fansayama, as well as Joint Task Force North Central Operation Operation Safe Haven and Operation Wild Stroke. The operational activities of Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Udoka and Joint Task Force South-South Operation Delta Safe will also be discussed. Let us now continue with appraising you with the operational activities of Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Harinkai. Within the period 7 to 13th August, troops of Operation Harinkai sustained effort to deny Boko Haram, SWAP, and JAS terrorist freedom of action in the Northeast region. During the period, our ground forces, in conjunction with air component and hybrid forces, as well as sister security agencies, conducted aggressive operations across the theater. Their effort led to the elimination of Boko Haram and SWAP versus JAS terrorists, arrest of their logistics suppliers, recovery of weapons, dismantling of terrorist networks, and conduct of humanitarian operations in support of safe resettlement of displaced persons and their subsequent safe return to farming activities. The troops also conducted kinetic operations against terrorists in the general areas of Limankara, Kilangar, Pulkaorbe, Kana, Kareto, and Jakwa villages in Goza, Askira-Wuba, Biu, Mobar, Kukawa, Bama, and the local government areas, as well as within Maiduguri Metropolitan Council of Borno State. Similar operations were also conducted in Mubi North, Madagali, and Michka local government areas of Adamawa State, as well as Bujuba, Unguru, Buniyadi, and Damaturu local government areas of Yobe State. During the encounters, some terrorist commanders and their full soldiers were eliminated. They also arrested 16 suspected terrorists and rescued 5 kidnapped victims. Relatedly, from 7 to 13th August, troops conducted operations in Kaga, and Gala local government areas of Borno State. Similar offensive operations were also carried out in Damaturu local government area of Yabo State. During these encounters, 7 suspected terrorist collaborators and logistics suppliers were arrested. Also, some items believed to be meant for the terrorists, such as vehicles and motorcycles, were also recovered. Equally, some improvised explosive devices also recovered from the suspects were safely detonated by our bomb disposal experts. Let us shift our focus to Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fansayama. Troops of Operation Fansayama also upscaled their operations during the week in focus. During several encounters, scores of terrorists were killed in action, while some kidnapped victims were also rescued. For instance, between 7th to 13th August, troops of Operation Fansayama responded to information about terrorist activities in Malfashi, Kankara, and Matazu local government areas of Katsina State. Similar calls were also responded to in Gudu and Ilela local government areas of Sokoto State. They also conducted operations in Kaura Namuda and then the local government areas of Zamfara and Kebbi states, as well as Biriningwari local government area of Kaduna State. During these operations also, some terrorists were also killed in action. 3 of them were arrested, while 14 kidnapped victims were rescued. Relatedly, troops while on offensive operation eliminated terrorists, arrested 8 of them, and rescued 3 kidnapped victims in Chikun, Biriningwari, and Zaria local government areas of Kaduna State, as well as Maradun, Tsafe, Kaura Namuda, Shinkafi, and Anka local government areas of Zamfara State. Some terrorists were also eliminated in Tangaza and Tureta local government areas of Sokoto State on 11 and 10 August 2025, respectively. A word on Joint Task Force North Central Operation Safe Haven. During the week, troops of Operation Safe Haven responded to several distress calls about terrorist activities in some sectors. For instance, within the period of 7th to 14th August, the troops conducted offensive operations and responded to distress calls on terrorist activities in Barikin Ladi, Bokos, Basa, Riyom, and Mangu local government areas of Plateau State, as well as Zango Kataf, Sanga, and Bogoro local government areas of the state and Bauchi State, respectively. During the gun duel, scores of terrorists were also killed in action. Suspected criminals arrested, while 6 kidnapped victims were also rescued. Some weapons, ammunition, motorcycles, and vehicles were also recovered from the terrorists. The recovered items and arrested terrorists are in troops' custody while investigation is in progress. Notably, during a stop and search operation conducted along Road Koi, Kefi, in Jama local government area of Kaduna State on 10th August 2025, a suspected gun runner concealing AK-47 rifle and ammunition in a sack containing animal feed was also arrested. The suspect is currently undergoing interrogation. A word on Joint Task Force North Central Operation Wild Stroke. Troops of Operation Wild Stroke recorded significant successes across the theater during the week under review. They conducted operations in the general areas of Ukum and Logo local government areas of Benue State. Similarly, the troops carried out operations in Jalingo, Lao, Karim Lamido, Ukari, and Takum local government areas of Taraba State. In a related development, they engaged some criminals in Lokoja and Kaba local government areas of Kogi State, as well as Gogolada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. During the operations, troops eliminated many terrorists arrested 13 of them, and rescued 9 kidnapped victims. They also recovered arms and ammunition, motorcycles, and vehicles. Recovered items and arrested suspects are also in troops' custody for further investigation. In another development, on 11th August, our gallant troops arrested 2 suspected notorious gun runners identified as Mohammed Sanusi and Usman Alaji Bala in Obajana area in Lokoja local government area of Kogi State. Troops also captured large quantity of ammunition in a deserted extremist camp in Karim-Lamdo local government area of Taraba State on 11th August 2025. Let us also appraise you with the activities of Joint Task Force South-South Operation Delta Safe. In Operation Delta Safe Theater, troops foiled oil theft worth over 37,518,630 naira only. The breakdown of this indicates that 24,575 liters of stolen crude oil, 9,140 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil, and 2,605 liters of premium motor spirit. Additionally, they discovered and destroyed 2 crude oil cooking ovens, 9 dugout pits, 4 boats, 3 storage tanks, and 3 illegal refining sites. Other items recovered include pumping machines, mobile phones, and vehicles. Furthermore, 5 oil thieves and other criminals were arrested, while assorted arms and ammunition and some explosives were also recovered. Also, troops of Operation Delta Safe conducted offensive operation in Imohia, Eleme, Ahoda, and illegal local government areas of Rivers State during the period under review. Similar operations were simultaneously conducted in Patani, Isako North, Yenagua, and Ekeremo local government areas of Delta and Bayelsa states, respectively. During these encounters, 29 suspected oil thieves, cultists, kidnappers, and other criminals were also arrested. They also recovered arms and ammunition from the criminals. The suspects and recovered items are in troops' custody for further investigation. Now to Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Odoka. Troops of Operation Odoka sustained offensive posture throughout the week under review. They engaged and killed some terrorists, arrested 6 suspected IPOP ASN members and a kidnapper across the local governments of Osu, Okigwe, on Ahaji, Ibama in Imo State, and Newi North, Haila, and equal local government areas of Anambra and Ebonyi states. This renewed vigor has substantially degraded IPOP ASN capacity in the region. Arms and ammunition, as well as vehicles, were also recovered during the operation. Well, all the arrested persons and recovered items are in troops' custody while interrogation is ongoing. Gentlemen, you will all agree with me that the effort of our troops in the recent 2 months have significantly improved the security situation in our country, as most of the reports we have been hearing and operation being conducted has reduced because the efforts of those criminals have seriously been degraded. And like we always used to say, we must continue to appreciate our field commanders and their men in the field because they keep vigil while we sleep. As it is always said, a soldier will continue to say, for our tomorrow, they will give their today, so that the country can be safe. In this regard, I want to sincerely thank all of you, the press, and extend the Chief of Defense Staff's appreciation for what you are doing and the effort you are also doing in informing Nigerian public about the successes of the armed forces of Nigeria. Shooting people. You that even ask the question, you know what Amnesty International are doing. You know what they used to publish. Like I always tell you, everybody with phone in his hand, mobile phone, Android phone, is a potential source of information to the whole world, not even to us here. As you are sitting down now, you can say information to any part of the world that you want, and you say what you want. Nobody will tell you for that. You have, because there is freedom of whatever you want to do. But we can tell you that the military is not engaged in any extrajudicial killing in the southeast. I think the media people, I mean multimedia, next time you put the clock there, let it start from